Beljar offers seniors beautiful apartment living. It's a special, secure place to belong, providing choice, freedom and professional care. Each spacious apartment comes with an ensuite, veranda, security and on-call nurses. Entertain your guests in the elegantly appointed shared spaces. Our vibrant activities program will keep your mind and body active. Beljar welcomes new residents. Call us today on 5202 5300 for a personal tour.
Welcome back to News Geelong. Warning. If you're a motorbike hoon on the road or on the bush tracks, watch out. The Victoria Police are on the lookout for bike hoons, and if caught, impounding and crushing are the outcome. Ian Nichols has more.
This story is about motorcycle compliance. If you're caught riding a cycle in any of our reserves, parkland or footpaths around Geelong, you're going to get caught. But worse than that, this is what's going to happen to your cycle. Crushed, as you can see. New laws that surround impounding of vehicles and motorcycles will bring this into effect very soon. That's why we're talking with the police and the Mayor of the City of Greater Geelong, Councillor Keith Fagg. Well, Mayor, we'd have to say this is a very positive partnership between the City and the Victoria Police.
Absolutely. Obviously, we have a great partnership with the Victoria Police on a number of different levels in the city, for major events, and in this particular area, it's a great partnership working together to promote safety in motorbike riding around the city.
Well, they must have been fed up with a number of youngsters, mainly, we're told by the police, riding these dirt bikes around our parks and pristine land. It just was unacceptable.
Well, we obviously want to encourage young people to do things outside and do it responsibly. This project is about making sure that people ride in the safely and also in the right areas, not on council reserves or other places where they could affect other people or impact upon the condition of the property.
So the council had no qualms about supplying 2 of these enduro bikes to enforce the law?
No, again, we work in partnership with the police. We've done this for a number of years now, and it's a great initiative to try and to encourage safe riding, appropriate riding. We'd much rather not have to impound bikes or anything like that. We'd much rather just encourage people to do the right thing.
This is quite an initiative, this partnership between the police and the council.
That's right. The program started some years back where the City of Greater Geelong joined in a partnership with Victoria Police to supply us with these fantastic off-road motorcycles here. But the problem of off-road motorcycle use in Geelong continued to grow, posing serious risks to the general and broader community. So as an effort to try and stem the growth of the illegal use, we've implemented this program of impoundment.
Well, that's the first thing. You break the law when you take a motorcycle onto a reserve, laneway or parkland. Are there any other areas that are a taboo as well?
Absolutely. Within the City of Greater Geelong, the use of a motorcycle within 500 metres of any residence is an offence. That includes public and private land.
Well, that's something that should be taken on board, I would suggest.
Absolutely. The message is clear. If you want to use your motorcycles, use them on a motocross track. That's what they're for. Public reserves and streets and lanes are not for motorcycle use. They're there for transport and commuting, but not for riding your dirt bike around.
Where do these special police come from?
We've got a number of trained riders that work from the Geelong Highway Patrol. And they're trained up and skilled up to ride these enduro bikes in all conditions and to intercept illegal motorcycle users.
Well, it should get the message through. We've just looked at this crushed motorcycle. It's not good for anything from here on in.
No, it's a paperweight really, and he's not the only one. We've got 6 now, I think, since we started early in January. So, you know, the message is clear. If you ride, you'll be caught and your cycle will be taken off you.
Thank you, Ian. Love your sister is the message from unicyclist Samuel Johnson as he sets out to ride around Australia, raising awareness and funds for the continued fight against cancer. Meryl Friend reports.
I'm down at the waterfront with Samuel Johnson, and on Friday the 15th of February he's off on a 15,000 kilometre ride on a unicycle around Australia, hoping to raise $1 million for breast cancer. And we're joined with Samuel Johnson, well-loved actor from the old days of Secret Life of Us, but what are you doing in Geelong?
Well, I'm here for a number of reasons actually, Meryl, but mainly to let Geelong know that I'll be coming in a few months to do a play at GPAC, and also to fill you in on my unicycling capers.
Now, a lot of people wouldn't know that you can ride a unicycle.
Yes, I was a busker before I was an actor, and I'm fairly capable on the one wheel, and I'll be riding this around the whole country as of Feb 15, hitting up hundreds of communities in every capital city in an effort to raise $1 million for breast cancer research. The whole thing's called the Love Your Sister Ride. I'm doing it for my sister Connie, who is really crook with breast cancer, and yeah, we're hoping to remind every young mum in the land to be breast aware.
That is a huge effort. How are you going to manage, 15 Ks? That's a Guinness World Record.
Yeah, it's a massive undertaking. 15,000 Ks is a Guinness World Record, and that's the one I'm shooting for. I'll be doing 80 to 100 K a day for about a year through some of the...
Rolling again.
And 15,000 kilometres, that's a huge undertaking. What sort of preparation have you had?
Yeah, it's a massive undertaking, 15,000 Ks over the course of a year, 80 to 100 K a day. I've been training for over a year, and psychologically I doubt there's anything that can prepare me.
Well, if you do make it, that's a Guinness World Record.
Yeah, wouldn't mind being the world's best at something. Hopefully at the end of the year I'll be able to say that I am. Yeah, I had to find an obscure skill to be the best at, but yeah, unicycling it is.
Now, how on earth, with a year of cycling around Australia, are you going to fit in a play at GPAC?
Yeah, because unicycling 8 or 10 hours a day just isn't hard enough. So I'm going to do a play at the same time. Yeah, really looking forward to doing The Haunting of Daniel Gartrell down at GPAC. I'll be unicycling during the day and then performing on the GPAC stage at night. It's going to be a busy time, but I can't wait.
You have done the play before, so you don't have to have rehearsals on the road?
Yeah, I've done the play before, so it shouldn't be too hard to remount. Not as hard as it is to remount the unicycle anyway.
Well, it's a wonderful cause, and we do wish the future to be brighter for you and your family. But if people want to find out more, how can they do that?
Yeah, if the kind and good people of Geelong would like to support us here at Love Your Sister, we're at loveyoursister.org, so you can make donations online or at any Bendigo Bank branch.
At the waterfront with Samuel Johnson, Meryl Friend for News Geelong.
Thank you, Meryl. The Elephant Walk was a #1 instrumental hit from the 60s, and it was from the movie Hatari. But this weekend, the Elephant Walk along the Torquay foreshore is the place to be for the annual Torquay Motor Show. Our local rev head Ian Nichols reports.
It's that time of year again when motoring enthusiasts head to the Surf Coast for the Torquay Motor Show. It's staged by the local Rotary Club and attracts cars of all kinds and all makes and models. This is Elephant Walk, they call it that. It's an open space on the Torquay foreshore. It's the ideal location for the Torquay Motor Show, which is organised by the local Rotary Club. You'll see cars of all shapes and sizes, all price tags, all designs, all makes and models. Fantastic day out, and to tell us more, the event organiser Rob Harris from the Torquay Rotary Club. Well, Rob, pretty busy spot here as you can see, but wait till February 10, it'll all be go.
Yeah, February the 10th. We're anticipating about 250 cars, but we're probably going to get about 4,000 spectators. It's going to be a big extravaganza. It's something that we've been working on as a club now for the last 5 or 6 years in trying to build the profile of this event, and it is just getting bigger than Texas. It's getting a sensational event.
Well, it is a genuine motor show, isn't it? You get some, well, if you wanted to put the combined value of the cars, you're talking multi-millions of dollars.
Oh, look, literally, I don't know whether you could put a value on it. We've got 27 categories, so you can literally enter your Model T Ford, or as last year's winner of the overall show was a brand new Ferrari. So it's there's categories for clubs, there's categories for motorbikes, and we've got a brand new category this year coming from such a lovely town as Torquay. We've introduced a surf-inspired category. So and Surf World have been very generous with a donation of a trophy for that. So it'll be interesting to see what sort of vehicles we get into that category.
Well, won't it? I know there's always a lot of friendly rivalry here between the Holden and the Ford clubs as well. They're always well represented.
Yes, they are. I mean, we're in Ford territory, aren't we? So we're not that far from Geelong. So me being a Holden person, you know, it's always great to see that rivalry, and it's good to see. But it's not just Ford and Holden. It'll be a lot of European cars, a lot of Japanese cars, and other Australian vehicles as well.
Well, we know we spoke with Leighton Kidman, the Ferrari man, last year, and he just loves this motor show. It's one of the big events for him to be here every year.
Yeah, well, I think Leighton was a little upset last year because his Ferrari was knocked off by a local Ferrari, identical models, but I'm sure that Leighton will be back trying to wrest that crown again. Of
course, you can't forget it's for a very worthwhile cause as well.
Yeah, it is. I mean, all of the funds generated from the show distributed by Rotary, by our club. We have three main streams. We have local charities that we support, such as the CFA or the SES. We have national projects that we fund, such as bushfire appeals and things like that. And then we have international things, such as the renowned Polio Plus campaign, where Rotary has just about eradicated polio worldwide now. It's a fantastic achievement.
At the Torquay foreshore, the site of the Torquay Motor Show of 2013. It's Ian Nichols for News Geelong.
Thank you, Nico. This is News Geelong as we go to a break. Watch out for us on Twitter at News Geelong 31 and Facebook, 665 followers at the moment and increasing, on www.facebook.com/News Geelong 31. Return with more news after this.